I'm sorry.
Best memory had to be about a week ago when my uncle Lynn Amick won his first feature. It's really cool to see him succeed after the hard work and hardship he's had the last 10 years racing. I ended up tearing my car up, and none of that mattered when I heard him announce his name. I ran over there, gave him a big hug, got in the way of a couple pictures, I'm sure, but nothing mattered. It was awesome to see it. Worst memory, I'm gonna have to go with my first night out on the track. I didn't come in last in my heat race first night out, so that gave me a little confidence boost. Well, that confidence may have turned into a bit of cockiness and made it about 6 laps into the main event and completely totaled the car in turn 3.
What does racing mean to you?
Racing to me, family and having fun. And if you're not out here having fun, you don't belong out here, in my opinion.
How did you get started?
Once again, family. That's all we ever did was we were out on the race car. I watched my grandpa race, and then I grew up watching Lynn race, learning a little bit more and more. And then when I was 16, grandpa said he'd build me a car, so I started racing. It's about bring the family, bring the friends, have a blast playing the dirt.
Best memory would be actually last week winning my first main event. And it wasn't so much for winning the main, that was pretty notable, but the part that made it awesome was all the fans and drivers and crews and just everybody coming out of the woodwork to come congratulate me. That meant a ton and proves that this is a family, it's not just a bunch of people. So
What's your worst memory?
Boy, there's a bunch of those too. Growing up around racing, I've seen my dad destroy his car and see all the hard work and be part of the hard work that gets put into it. And, crashes are fun to watch, but man, you just know a lot of time and effort and money has gone up, and I've been a part of that too and seen a lot of people get hurt and everything like that. And I guess just seeing everybody's hard work and everything get destroyed. Racing to me is my life. It is everything I do. It's pretty much an all-encompassing situation. I've wanted to race my entire life. I'm finally getting to do it. I've been doing it for quite a while, but everything I do is for racing. It's always been that way. Growing up, kids are out partying, I'm at home working on Dad's race car. Nowadays, same thing. I'm sacrificing, my time. I don't go camping, hunting, fishing, stuff like that, so I can have time and money to go drive in a circle. It's my motivation. I have a huge thirst for knowledge, and I think racing has brought that out in me, and that's probably why I'm as successful as I am at work, and everything is just wanting to know more of why. I had no hope. I was born into a racing family. Both my uncles raced, and my dad raced, and my grandpa raced, and it was all I've known since pretty much the day I was born.
I don't know if I have a best memory. I have some really great memories. One of my favorite memories I just popped into my head. Your dad, I broke my engine in the hot laps, and I went and I asked. I get a little choked up. I asked your dad if we could borrow your spare motor, and he said you got to go ask Jack. Jack Dozy was his partner. Jack says, "Well, yeah, if we don't need it." And Billy said, "Well, if we don't blow up after the heat race, let's put it in." I went to the tow truck driver and I said, "Hey, if that car doesn't blow up," I said, "we're yanking this engine out." And we had our engine ready to pull after the heat race. We borrowed your dad's motor. We put it in our car. The race went, for once at Black Hills Speedway, we went green flag with, I think there was 18 sprint cars that night. I started in the back. I drove past your dad, and I beat him with his own engine. That was probably one of my greatest memories, is borrowing somebody else's engine, and unfortunately I beat him with it, but Billy and I both have a great story out of it. Losing my eye off of turn 3 on the 3/8 track was probably one of the worst things that a person could have happen, but losing some friends out here. I had to watch Junior Ellis when I was a younger kid. He passed away in a sprint car, and Kurt Dallenberg passing away. It's hard to say what racing means to me. It's in my heart. It's an addiction. It's a desire. It's so much in there. It's just in your blood. It's in your heart. You eat, breathe, sleep it. People don't understand that, but it's, you put everything you have into it, and racing can consume you if you let it. I race, and my family understands that, and it is family. Other people have told you it is family, and it is.